Alright, so this is a pretty cool guitar. This is an old Univox. I guess some people would call this a lawsuit style guitar because it has the Fender, or sorry, not Fender, it has the Gibson headstock. So that's what she looks like from behind. Bolt-on neck. So there's a few playability problems, but overall it's pretty playable and it sounds really good. So I'm just going to pull it apart and get the neck off and see what we can do about that first. Alright, let's get the strings off. Cool. The cavity just carries right through to the pickups. But we need a little shimmity shim, shimmeroo. So we'll put a little shim back in her when she goes back together. Okay, let's get... Alright, what do we got here? Alright, there is our hex nut. I'm going to guess, it's too big. Maybe it's not metric even though it's Japanese. 3/16. Oh yeah, baby. 3/16 fits good. No? Well, that's even more loose than... $5mm. But you know what? 5mm is not as loose as 3/16. So I'm gonna go with that. Okay, let's see how straight we can get this. Neck. Let's relax a little bit. I think we're good. That's good news. Alright, so now we're gonna just pop out this nut. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. Oh wow. Nice plastic nut. We can even peel away all the old glue. Look at that. Just peel it right away. Just give that a little... Just scrape that out. Not even resisting. Alright, I think that's gonna do it. Cleaned out. See if she's straight. Just gonna glue in a little shim. Okay, now I'm just going to alright, shimmery room. Just throw a little shim in the pocket. Just because these, everything here is pegged right to the bottom, so I'll be able to bring it up a bit and get a little bit better setup on the guitar. That's the nice thing about these old bolt-on necks is that you can just kind of, if the neck's okay, you can just kind of keep them going forever. And in this case, then it could be better. So let's see how we go. Alright. So with these old bolts, best thing to do is screw them in by hand. I've had them snap on me. I noticed that when I was taking them out, they were coming out a little bit crooked. Sometimes if the metal gets fatigued enough, but I old, weird, unusual size or diameter or length of screw. Sometimes you just have to be a little bit more careful with older bits. And they really tend to break when you're putting a lot of torque on them. So like when they're coming out, it's not too bad. But when they're going in, there's a lot of torque, a lot of force on them. Back together. There we go. Alright, I should probably deal with those electrical issues. Alright, let's see if I can film this time so that you can actually see it. A few people asked what I was using. It's this one here from Crimson Guitars. It's basically like a set of feeler gauges that are cut a little bit on the bottom. Now, if I'm honest, I'm not super pleased with these. I'm not super pleased because these are, I've maybe done, I don't know, a dozen nuts with these. And I feel like they're dull. So, I don't know. Now, you probably saw me like testing it with my finger in the last video. I also measured it to fender spec, but this just gives you sort of a rough idea. Anyway, pull string off. Now the one thing I do like about this is that pretty much as soon as this starts to rest on your frets, you're almost at the perfect height. Now the other thing I find annoying about these is that they're only, like it's only, the cutting part of the tool is only on the bottom. So once you get a little bit into a nut, it's a bit annoying because then it starts to bind up on the sides of the nut. So I have to usually go in and open it up a little bit. Alright, so let's give it a try. Lots to go. Finally. Okay, let's get a tuner on this thing. Alright, so I did a bit more shaping around the nut there, just to make her nice and comfortable. Actually plays pretty comfortably now. It's all set up and ready to go. So, I posted some pictures up on my Instagram. And I have to be honest, I don't know what kind of pickups these are. People have asked, but they sound really good in every position. And I'm pretty sure they're original to the guitar. Some people say they're Seymour Duncans. I'm not really sure, but they sound fantastic. Anyway, I was just getting set up to do a quick little sound test. And I thought I'd just do a little quick run around just to show how that all ended up. Looks pretty good. Alright, let's get just set up and see how this thing sounds. Damn, this is a cool guitar.